Hi guys, and welcome back to another Gab's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And today, may emergency video tayo kasi Bitcoin is breaking down exactly as predicted from our trading signals. So if hindi pa kayo kasali sa Facebook group, Discord, Telegram, or Twitter, link is in the description below. Makikita nyo lahat yung ating signals na pinapost doon. Meron din kami mga ibang admins na nag-share din ng kanilang signals on different coins such as Chills, Matic Matic Polygon and other types of coins. You can check the Discord link at the description below. So join lang kayo dun guys. And if you want to support the channel, you can leave some donations down below by clicking the dollar sign at the super chat. So now let's dive into this video. So as you can see from the Bitcoin short term, we actually had this bearish divergence. So bearish divergence is an increasing price with a declining RSI indicating na magkakaroon tayong trend to the downside. So that's a bear move, bearish. Nagkaroon din tayo ng MACD cross indicating na bababa tayo. So meron tayong tatlong signal which is first bearish divergence, head and shoulders pattern na bearish signal din, and then a bearish divergence and MACD. So, lahat sila nag-indicate na bearish yung move natin. So, kaya nakita natin na magkakaroon tayo ng bear move which happened exactly as predicted. So, right now, in order to get our target, it's actually by getting the neckline. And then from the neckline, we are adding it at the point of breakout. Initially, yung point of breakout natin nasa dito kasi what we thought was it was going to break out at this area. Pero ang nangyari is nag-continue pa rin siya mag-retest sa neckline and saka tayo nagkaroon ng totoong breakout na talaga. So you could contest na ang actual target natin is by following this candle up to this neckline, so which is around this area, which is actually na-hit na natin yung target niya. Pero if you are going to include the wick, which I did include dito sa aking target, ang target ko is around 38.1k up to 38.5k. So you could follow that or you can be more conservative. So remember guys, dips are opportunity in taking in compounding profits. So if I were you, I would buy during the dip. Kasi when it goes up, makikita mo na dumadami ang ating profit during a dip. And if you want to see yung tutorial kung paano ba yung how to buy the dip using DCA strategy, you could check our other video which is how to buy the dip. Link is in the description din below and you could see what would be the best strategy in buying the dip and bakit ba natin siya ginagawa. So, ano pa ba yung nakikita natin dito sa latest data natin ngayon? So, right now, so we broke down exactly as predicted dito. And are there any signs of a trend reversal to the upside ngayon? So let's check the data. So right now for the MACD, there's no indication yet na magka-cross or na magkakaroon ng trend to the upside. Let's look at the RSI. It's not yet oversold, so it's possible na bumaba pa siya. And wala din tayong nagpo-form na bullish divergence. So ang bullish divergence dapat is yung RSI dapat natin is pataas tulad nito. So ito isang example ng bullish divergence. RSI is increasing pero the price is declining. So it's technically the opposite of a bearish divergence. So makikita mo the RSI is increasing, price is decreasing, hence a trend reversal to the upside. So ganun din yung nakita natin dito sa kabila, bearish divergence which is RSI is declining while price is increasing, hence decline ng price. So yun yung dapat na next aabangan natin dito sa ating downward trend. Kasi kung wala pang ganon, we might see this go down further pa. So yeah, that's yung kailangan nyo expect ngayon once we are at this bear trend for the short term. And remember guys, this is for the very short term lang. So I would not really panic sell or panic buy any position dito. So if I were you, I would just buy and hodl for a long time. Remember, Bitcoin is long-term bullish and it's just a bearish move for the short term. So yeah, ang target natin dito is 38.1k up to 38.5K for the short term. So yeah, well, wait that one out if aabutan natin siya dito sa video. But right now, we are getting that small pump. In that case, I think people might be buying the dip, or it's actually some people who are entering at this target na galing dito sa candle body up to the neckline. So, yun yung mga ibang nag-start na mag-buy. So, you could say na you could enter at this position, pero there are other positions din you could enter, which is the 38.1K and 38.5K. So, yun yung muna tingnan natin ngayon for the very short term. Now, that's for Bitcoin for the very short term. Let's look at Ethereum naman. So, earlier today, I actually gave a signal with Ethereum na meron tayong rising wedge, and it broke down exactly as predicted then. So, we are getting then those signals na talagang bearish tayo for the short term. And if you look at this closely, it's actually replicating the previous rising wedge. Kung titingnan mo, we had this rising wedge, it went up and then broke to the downside. Same goes with this next rising wedge, it broke to the downside. So right now we are following that, and our target for this actually is around 2.4k or around 24 2428, but we went around 2435. There are still no signs of a trend reversal, but however, meron na tayong oversold signal, meaning this is a good buy signal na for a short term. So buy signal in terms of DCA strategy. So if I were you, if you want to enter at this trade, you could do it, but remember na always know the chances na it will still go down dahil wala pa tayong bullish divergence na nag-form. But this, following a DCA strategy, at least kahit papano na ma-manage mo yung risk mo regardless kung ano yung maging position. So as long as you follow a DCA strategy, hindi ka mawawalan ng position dito sa kahit anong maging move ng price action natin. So yeah, ano pa ba nakikita natin dito? There are still no movements pa din other than the RSI na indicating oversold, no trend reversals, and other things as such. Tingnan din natin yung RSI niya. So that's why we had this trend reversal dahil may increasing price action, and then the same bearish divergence na nakita din natin. So bearish divergence is a trend reversal to the downside, kaya nakita din natin siya. So nakikita nyo na ang laking tulong ng bullish and bearish divergence sa RSI natin for the short term. So yeah, that's Ethereum for right now, and we are still playing this one out. So we might actually get a pump from this area kasi nag-oversold siya. Pero I would take into consideration na wala pa siyang other bullish signals other than this oversold value niya, which is below 30 of RSI index. So yeah, that's Bitcoin and Ethereum for both short term. So right now we are breaking down exactly as predicted. Now let's try to look at this at the daily time frame naman. So some quick update. So right now we are getting this rejection around, actually yung rejection niya is around the 200 day EMA. So ito yung 200 day EMA. Tingnan natin yung 200 day. So ito, and then let's open the 200 day. So if you look at this closely, we got that rejection sa 200 day. So 200 day EMA, guys, take note. Doon tayo nagkaroon ng rejection. So nagkaroon tayo ng trend to the downside and a better move after this strong resistance from this 200 day EMA. However, for the 200-day moving average, so remember guys, iba si MA at EMA. Si moving average, yun yung just the traditional average lang for the moving average. But the EMA is an exponential, so may halo siyang exponential move other than this traditional na moving average. But for this traditional moving average, makita mo na yung 250-day is more likely to get across anytime soon. So anytime soon na lang to, guys. So onting tiis na lang. That's around June 19, that cross. So, June 19, death cross. And remember, death cross is a lagging indicator, but historical data suggests na when we get a death cross, we actually go down. It would indicate a bear movement, but it doesn't necessarily mean kung long term or short term kasi makita mo during this small pump, hindi naman naging ganong sobrang tagal yung bear movement natin. Unlike sa other historical data na nagsasabi na once we had a death cross na bear market na, kasi dito, ibang situation to, ibang scenario siya. Galing tayo sa double peak, which is a local top and then the market cycle top. Hence, nagkaroon tayo ng longer bear trend for this bear market. Same goes with this 2018 market cycle. Nagkaroon tayo ng death cross, and that indicated the bear market. Pero dito, ang difference niyan kasi, itong bull market na to, ilang beses natin na-retest yung 200-day moving average. Dito din, kung titingnan mo, na-retest din natin yung 200-day moving average, both 2014, 2013 market cycle, and 2018 market cycle. Nagkaroon tayo ng retest. So, that's why ganun katagal ang bear market natin after the death cross. But, look at this, sa latest cycle natin, wala tayong wala tayong retest ng 200-day moving average twice in a row. So that would indicate na if this is a historical data na, it would follow na yung death cross is just a short-term bear movement. We could say na this is also a short-term bear movement then. So we would get that cross and then somehow get that trend reversal anytime soon, just like what we saw at this 2019 bull market. Actually, hindi siya bull market kasi during this time, it's actually a reaccumulation phase. So another thing to take note for that one. Pero that's actually a pretty similar move kasi if you are going to check nga, yung 200-day moving average is hindi na touch for quite a long time. So we could imitate this local top movement and say na we would get that same similar price movement as what we saw in our prior death cross. So i-clean up lang natin to before we continue. So ano pa ba masasabi natin dito sa death cross na to? We had a pump, we had a bullish divergence, and then after that nagkaroon ng pump bago tayo na magkaroon ng death cross. So right now, we are actually seeing that similar move. Tingnan natin yung 200-day moving average and 50-day. So right now, ito yung movement natin. Meron tayong declining price and then bullish divergence forming dito sa ating RSI. And then that pump na inaabangan natin. Similar to what we saw at this previous death cross. So should I be worried? No. Kasi if you are going to look at this, yung historical data natin sa previous death cross, hindi naman siya ganung kalakas yung kanyang bearish move. Though it took some time kasi after that death cross, nagkaroon tayo around 73 days, roughly 2 to 3 months na consolidation period or let's say bear market siya. Pero it's not for the long term, it's just a mid-term bear market. Just like yung sinasabi natin sa mga previous scenario. So, there's nothing really to be worried in this area. But if I were you, I would consider this as a good buying opportunity. And if you are in for the long term, this is a good sign. Kasi after this movement, ito guys, i-exclude ko to kasi itong death cross na to, this was caused by other factors such as the coronavirus dump. So I would not consider this and kasi we did not came from an uptrend. Ano lang siya, galing lang siya sa continuation nitong death cross. And yeah, maraming underlying factors. So hindi ko siya consider. But yeah, tingnan nyo to guys. After ng death cross, yung sumunod na golden cross niya, nagpump mula dun sa bottom ng death cross. up to the top. Nagkaroon tayo ng pump of at least 891%. So this would mean na it's actually the best time buying time during a dead cross. Kasi remember, ang dead cross that would indicate a bearish move, and lagi natin sinasabi, bull market can make you money, but bear market can make you rich. So this bear market, na mid-term bear market, would be a best buying time for you to get in if you're in for the very long term. So ano pa ba yung nag-support sa atin dito na sinasabi na this is not yet the market cycle top? It's actually the logarithmic growth curve. So meron akong previous video with regarding the logarithmic growth curve, and if you have not seen that, you could actually check my other video, which is the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve explained. Makikita mo doon kung bakit ba natin siya sinusundan. And yeah, it's actually a good thing in determining the market cycle bottom and market cycle top. So yeah, let's look at this. So yeah, nagkaroon na tayo ng test at the lower level of this Fibonacci below the halfway point, indicating na this is now the retest na ating inaabangan, such as from the previous market cycle. So ngayon, makikita mo na halfway point pa lang tayo, and the market cycle top is getting higher as the time goes by. So remember, time is on our side. The more na dinedelay natin yung movement, the more na tumataas ang ating market cycle top. So this is a good indication for us na pag nagkaroon ng dead cross, our market cycle top would get higher day by day. So yeah, so another thing to consider na itong line na to, the line below the halfway point, let's look at the 2014 cycle kasi it's almost a similar move on how we how we are playing this one out. So nung 2014-2013 market cycle, makita mo na tinest natin yung lower line below the halfway point, and we actually stayed there for a quite of time before heading that into that pump. So we might be actually seeing the same movement right now. But yeah, they are not always the same. Each market cycle has their own characteristic. But if history is any indication, this would be a good strategy for us in determining on where is our good buying strategy. So yeah, right now, the area na pinasukan natin ngayon, which is around 30K to 40K, those areas are the good buying areas for this level, for this long-term movement. So yeah, kung tatanungin nyo ako, ano yung best DCA strategy, best DCA levels, it's actually the 30K, 35K, and maximum na yung 40K. So around those areas, I would consider na good buying areas na siya. Best buying areas is any area below 30K. So yeah, I would still be buying kasi if we are going to look at the previous data, we actually still went lower dito sa ating previous market, dito sa ating that previous death cross. We went below this bullish divergence. So if you are going to look at this, this was actually around 12%, 11% dump. And if we are going to look that 11% dump would indicate na we could go back to 27K if we are following this historical data. So historical data suggests na if we are going to get a dump, 27K, 28K is possibly the lowest point of this bearish move, of this correction phase. But yeah, historical data are a good thing to consider, pero they are not exactly the same kasi nga there are other underlying factors. But yeah, this is a good strategy. So I would set my DCA buy orders at 38, 35, 33.5, 30, and 28K. So yeah, yun yung matitingnan natin. Now let's go back ngayon sa short term. Tingnan natin yung latest movement niya. So right now, Bitcoin is still at this area and not much is happening yet. So titingnan natin. We are still at this area. No signs of trend reversal as mentioned earlier. So yun nga. June 19, possible debt cross date. So let's expect that date. Napaka-exciting. Let's see what will happen with the debt cross. And then, ano pa ba? Altcoin season index. So now let's dive into altcoins naman. So right now, we are seeing this dump for Bitcoin, diba? Nag-dump tayo for around, that's actually only a 3% dump for Bitcoin, but let's compare it to Cardano, to Ethereum. So the Ethereum dump was actually 7%. And if you are, if active kayo dun sa Discord group natin, makita nyo na, shinort ko actually siya sa futures. Pero I don't recommend futures guys ha. Baka sabihin nyo na, oh, kala ko ba hindi mo support ang futures. Yeah, I don't recommend futures talaga. I consider futures for experienced traders. Pero kung di ka experienced trader, I would stick to spot trading. So if experienced traders ka lang dito, if experienced trader ka, only then na mag-futures ka kasi mahirap kalikutin itong movement ng market. But yeah, if nakita nyo yung sa Discord group or sa Telegram group, nakita nyo na, shinort ko nga to actually. Kasi, remember, nakita nyo, 3% dump kay Bitcoin. Tapos, ito yung isa kong finactor in bago akong pumasok sa short-term trade kay Ethereum. It's actually the Bitcoin dominance. So, we have been repeating this Bitcoin dominance every single day, every other day. Lagi ko sinasabi na the Bitcoin dominance. Kailangan nyo sundan si Bitcoin dominance bago kayo mag short-term trade for any altcoins. So, that's actually what I do for my personal strategy. So, remember, a rising Bitcoin dominance would mean a weaker altcoins. So, nakita nyo ngayon guys, may tatlong sign ako. So, first sign is declining 3. So first sign is sa Bitcoin muna. Decline na 3%. So 3% na decline and then sabi dito, dominance is rising up, indicating na mas mahina ang altcoins. So in that case, mas mahina si Ethereum as compared to Bitcoin. And to further confirm that movement, I tried to look at it at the Ethereum to Bitcoin dominance. So let's open the Ethereum to Bitcoin dominance chart. So this is how I do my swing trading, guys. I don't do scalping or very short-term trades, pero swing trading yung ginagamit ko. So, ayan, meron tayong tatlong indicators na declining Bitcoin, increasing dominance, and then Ethereum dominance is also declining against Bitcoin. That would indicate na it's actually a good sell or short signal for the Ethereum price. So, that's why I did some short sell position dito. So, ayun. So far so good. Magkano ba yung na-profit ko doon? Around 185% yata. So yeah, 185%. I traded this with leverage. So if you guys want to trade with it with futures, you could actually use my link down below. You will get extra 10% on your first transaction. But yeah, remember guys, futures is not recommended for beginners or starting out dito sa trading. So if experienced trader ka lang, saka ka lang mag-futures. So that's why I don't recommend futures to anyone. But yeah, if you want to get bonus, you could use my link down below for Binance. So yeah, that's how I did there. Kung titingnan mo din, kasi 'di ba bumagsak si dominance for Ethereum, tapos tumaas yung Bitcoin dominance. Tingnan nyo to, compare natin. Itong dump ni Bitcoin is around 3%. Pero look at Ethereum. Ang dump ni Ethereum is around 7%, which is twice kay Ethereum. So, ito yung effect ng Bitcoin dominance. So, the more na lumalakas si Bitcoin dominance, the more na humihina ang ating altcoins. And if you're going to look at this closely, dominance went up, and now we actually broke out from this symmetric triangle. So, indicating na it's a Bitcoin month. So, if to further confirm this movement, let's look at the altcoin season indicator. And if you're actually going to look at this, it's actually a Bitcoin month, and altcoins are getting weaker as the day goes by. So if you're going to look at this chart, makita mo declining din yung ating altcoin season indicator. So altcoin season index is declining, indicating na mas malakas si Bitcoin ngayon. So it's possibly it might be a start of, it might be the end of altcoin season, but we still have to confirm this by the end of this month kung end na ba talaga ng altcoin season. So in this case, we could actually see na with the Bitcoin dump, you can see na almost all coins are weaker than Bitcoin. So makikita mo na Bitcoin season talaga would heavily affect altcoins for the short term and possibly for the long term. So ayan guys, makita mo Ethereum, BNB, Cardano, Dogecoin, XRP, DOT. Lahat sila ay weaker against Bitcoin. And there are some coins na possible na mas malakas siya kaysa kay Bitcoin such as Polygon, Matic, AMP. But yeah, it's overall for the general market. If pataas ang Bitcoin dominance and humihina ang ating altcoin season index, it would mean na mas mahina ang ating altcoins. So, should you invest in altcoins? Ang tanong. Marami nagtatanong din na, oh no, tapos na yung altcoin season. Ano ba dapat gawin ko ngayon? So, if I were you, I would select the top 10 market cap coins, which is Ethereum, BNB, Cardano, and other top 10 coins. I would invest in that area kasi the top market cap coins, they would actually still perform better against Bitcoin in some areas in phases na magkaroon ng consolidation period si Bitcoin. So, if let's look at this at the daily. Pag pumasok si Bitcoin sa gantong area, itong area na to, yan, yung mga areas na yan, makita mo, small areas. That would indicate a healthy movement for altcoins ng top market cap coins. So at this area, nakita natin yung pump ni Cardano, ito yung pump ni Ethereum, pump ni Polkadot, ito yung pump ng major altcoins, lahat ng altcoins sa dito. So, if yun yung titingnan mo, pansinin nyo to guys, na a consolidating Bitcoin or a weak Bitcoin would mean a pump for altcoins. So, ito yung kailangan nyo i-watch out every time na gusto nyo mag-follow ng altcoins. First, check kay Bitcoin, check sa Bitcoin dominance, and then check nyo yung altcoin to Bitcoin dominance pair niya. So that's what I actually do always. And then if you invest in the top 10 market cap coins, as long as pumasok tayo sa mga gantong phases, makikita mo na magpo-pump ang ating altcoins. So ayun, and let's go back again to the short term and follow the latest price action. Thanks Heidi Lean for the donation as well as Sinigang. Ganda ng name mo, Sinigang. So shout out sa inyo guys for the donations. Thanks for supporting the channel, and people like you are the reason why I keep on posting TAs like this. Hindi ba dediretso ng bear market if magka-cross? Uh, if historical data is, say, if you're going to look at historical data naman, in previous market cycle, that would indicate a bear market. Pero, remember, ang difference ng previous market cycle and sa current market cycle, yung previous market cycle, nagkaroon ng touch at retest sa 200-day moving average. Sa atin ngayon, walang retest. So, this would indicate na iba yung kanyang movement ngayon ng death cross. So, we might actually see a different movement dito. Still bullish for long term? Yup. Strong support buzzer ang 38 and 39K. Let's look at the data. 38K, let's go back in time. Tingnan natin in the daily time frame. So, a strong support is actually, yeah, 39K is a strong support. And then, ang next strong support dun is this level, 36K. And then, next is the 35, 34K. So, yun yung mga strong support levels natin, 34, 36, 39. So yeah, levels to watch out for. Thanks Ann Martinez for the donation. I appreciate your support. End na ba ng altcoin season, sir? We still need to have a confirmation by the end of this month kung mag-close tayo this month na ang Bitcoin dominance is pataas. So let's look at this chart ulit. So Bitcoin dominance and then monthly time frame. So if nag-close tayo na green dito sa Bitcoin month, dito sa Bitcoin dominance, if nag-close to na green, this would indicate na baka end na nga ng altcoin season. Will there be a pump before that cross? Historical data suggests na nagkakaroon ng pump. Pero sa ngayon, wala pang indication na pump ang mangyayari. Pero it's a good thing na alam natin yung historical data. At sa historical data, nagkaroon nga ng pump. So, for me personally, nag-expect ako ng pump bago tayo magkaroon ng decline sa death cross. So yeah, will there be a pump before before a death cross? In my opinion, I think so magkakaroon. Baka nga actually, baka nga ito na yung pump eh. Ito, yung nakita natin. That's actually a big move na 30% move yung 30% yung move niya dun guys from the dip. So if you bought the dip and then let's say umabot dito sa area na to, that's already a 31% profit in spot. So kita nyo na ganun kabilis siya. So baka nga ito na yung pump kasi kung titingnan mo yung 200-day moving average, malapit na tayo dun sa pump area na yon. But yeah, historical data pa din basis natin. What can you advise sa mga naipit? See you 2025 na ba or don't lose hope till end of year? Actually, saglit lang to guys. Kasi I think na around 3 to 6 months lang to. Kasi historical data din. Remember, nung previous death cross na hindi tayo nagkaroon ng retest, it took us around 3 months para mag-recover. So, normal lang naman siya. So, tapos na ba yung pump? Not really. So, halfway point pa lang tayo ng market cycle, 'di ba, sa logarithmic growth curve. So, if I were you, I would take this opportunity to buy more. At kung ipit ka, I would hodl lang muna. Pero kung gusto mo talaga mag-sell at masulit mo yung mga iba't ibang buying levels, pwede ka mag-partial sell. So, let's say meron kang 50k, tapos naipit ka, naging 25k. Ang gagawin ko dun personally, yung 5k isa-sell ko, tapos i-re-enter ko sa lower level. So, yun yung isang magandang strategy kung naipit ka. Pero remember, selling is riskier than buying kasi long term, Bitcoin will always go up regardless of the price action. So, tandaan nyo, paakyat parati ang price movement natin. So, yeah, masyad, wag masyadong isipin na kailangan kong mag-sell para masulit ko. No, masyado ka ng greedy kasi nasa lowest point na tayo ng ating market cycle, which is this line below the halfway point. Thanks Ann Martinez for the donation. I appreciate that one. Possible ba 25k BTC? Sa ngayon, it is still possible. Actually, ang pinakang target natin from this one is, yeah, 25k. Yeah, 25k is still possible, pero I would not give my hopes very high. Lowest siguro 28, 27, pero possible pa din ang 25. 20k, hindi na possible. 35k, is this coming weekend on sale below 35k? Mm, still possible. Kasi wala pa tayong trend reversal indicator sa hourly. Sa hourly, wala pang trend reversal, hindi pa siya oversold. So, possible na bumaba pa tayo. Pero I would not have my hopes up high dito. Thank you, sir, sa TG group, sa Telegram group mo, sir. Ang daming napupulot. Sure. Ang daming active dun eh. Pati din sa Discord group, kung di pa kayo nakasali, marami din mga active dun. What will happen to altcoins during bear market po? During a bear market, kung yari nag-dump si Bitcoin ng 80%, nag-dump si Bitcoin ng around 80%, twice yung sakit na mararamdaman ni altcoins kasi usually, wala ako dito ng data. Pero usually, twice ang effect niya. May ibang altcoins na dudurog na sa talagang point na mawawala na sila dito sa crypto market. So may iba na mamatay sa bear market talaga. Pero yung mga strong altcoins, sila yung nag-stay at nagpa-provide ng kanilang strength through the test of, through time. Tapos malalaman mo na mababawi siya. Just like Ethereum. So, if nasa top market cap coin ka, tapos pumasok sa bear market, the top market cap coins are more likely to survive during a bear market. So, let's also look at the Ethereum historical data. So, ilang beses ko na to guys pinapakita. This Ethereum to Bitcoin historical data, and then let's try to look at it at the 1 week. So, sabi ko sa inyo guys, ang projection ko for Ethereum, 5K first target, 5.8K, 7K, 10K, and around 18K. So, ito yung dahilan nun. So, 5K is actually this halfway point, this one. 5K around this area. So, this is Ethereum. And if you're going to look at this, Ethereum replicates the previous market cycle ng Bitcoin. So, if we are going to look at this, Ethereum would indicate na kung ano yung maging price action ni Bitcoin noon, yun din yung mangyayari kay Ethereum ngayon. So right now we are seeing this playing out. So if that's the case, ang market cycle top natin for Ethereum is around 19K if i-base natin yung historical data. So yeah, ang laki move nun guys. So tingnan mo siya. That's still 700% from the current position. So if nag-buy ka na Ethereum ngayon, you could actually maximize the 700%. So ngayon 2.5K, 2.4K si Ethereum. So that's why I keep on stacking more Ethereum regardless kasi ang laki ng projection niya dito. Ang laki ng pwede niya pang iakyat dahil sa ating historical data. Tandaan nyo guys, we trade by the data and not by the hype. May nagsabi na, ito daw hinahype ko to. No, hindi ko siya hinahype. I'm just showing you the historical data at yung projection niya based on this data. Shoutout kay Josh Antolin, just dropping by bro. Hodl and DCA muna ako. What do you think? 32, 38, 32, 30, 28, 25K. I suggest dagdagan mo ng siguro 35K, 35K, 32, 30, 28, 25. Good na yun. So siguro reallocate na lang. Thanks din for the donation. Thanks Adolabers, Marco L. Diaz, and Casey Amsterdam. Sir Gabs, pangkape po. God bless. Thank you guys. Ang kind nyo ngayon, nakakatuwa. Sana nakaka-profit kayo ngayon kasi lahat itong area na to ay good buying opportunities for the long term, and this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Hindi naman once in a lifetime, once every 4 years na umabot tayo sa lowest point. So, yeah, if you're going to look at this, sobrang bihira lang yung period na to. Ano po good entry price ni Ethereum? Good entry price. Let's look at the chart. 2 point, actually 2 point, lagyan natin ng support. 2,450. Yung current price ngayon is a good area for buying. 2.3, 2.3K, 2.2K, and 2K. And let's try to look at daily time frame. So, daily time frame naman, tingnan natin yung moving average. So, sa moving average, pinakita ko to guys sa isang video. Nakita niyo yung video na I found this Ethereum chart. I found this unbelievable Cardano and Ethereum chart. This is actually the same chart. So makita mo na, in-explain ko dun sa video na pag na-break natin yung 100-day moving average, we are more likely to see a dump for Ethereum to the downside. So right now, we are actually trying to break this 100-day moving average. So yeah, nagkaroon tayo ng first break pero niretest natin yung 100-day moving average. That's why we still went up. But yeah, if ma-break natin to, expect this next support which is around this 200-day moving average. So as the day goes by, tumataas yung 200-day moving average. Right now, ang price ng last support natin is 1.8k. Pero siguro by the time na nag-take ng ilang days, kita mo tumataas siya. Around 1.9 to 2k na yung possible support natin dito for Ethereum. So yeah, if you want to know the best buying levels for Ethereum, follow this daily time frame and then 100 and 200-day moving average. Sila yung best buying opportunities for both Ethereum and Bitcoin. Kay Bitcoin, below the 200-day moving average na tayo. So any area below this is already a good buying opportunity. As well as yung sinabi ko kanina na this is a once in a lifetime opportunity in a sense na every 4 years ng market cycle. Nagsa-stop loss po ba kayo or hodl lang pag bumaba na? Ako, hodl ako. Mm, pag bumababa tapos alam ko na aabot dun sa price na yon, I would I would sell a position pero to the point na isa-sell ko siya basta walang loss. So, pag may profit, saka lang ako nag-sell. Pero pag walang profit, saka ko siya hindi ko masyado kino-consider pag walang profit yung position. Pag walang profit, hindi ko siya isa-sell. Pero kung minsan na gusto ko talaga mag-sell, magte-take lang ako ng partial position. Will you recommend to trade your coin using its Ethereum pair to gain faster since most of the time Ethereum goes up faster than other coin after Bitcoin goes up? Actually, good question yan. So, the reason why meron tayong Ethereum to altcoin dominance, it's because, first of all, Ethereum is the top one altcoin. It's the number two market cap coin. So, ang flow natin for this market is actually number one, Bitcoin. So, BTC would first make a move. Second, Ethereum would now take in its next move. And then, after ni Ethereum, saka gumagalaw yung mga large market cap altcoins such as Cardano, Polkadot, BNB. So, unang pump palagi si BTC, second pump si Ethereum, and then third is si alts. So, it would be best after the Ethereum pump, you would try to look at Ethereum to altcoin dominance. So, isang good example nun is yung Ethereum to Cardano, Ethereum to Cardano dominance. So, pakita ko kayo na isang example ni Ethereum to Cardano. So, si ETH and ADA pairing is actually a good thing na tingnan kasi makikita mo yung purpose ng dominance chart. So, right now, natapos yung Ethereum pump. So, ibig sabihin nun, baka si Ethereum, tatapos yung movement ni Ethereum. So, it's more likely na magkakaroon tayo ng move for the next top market cap coins. So, right now, sideways pa din tayo for the Cardano to Ethereum chart. So, this would indicate na kung ano yung move ni Ethereum, almost the same siya with Cardano. So, ayan. Pag sideways, almost the same sila na movement. Pero if nagpa-pump to, this would indicate na mas malakas si Cardano. So sa ngayon, nagkaroon tayo ng small pump for the daily time frame. That's why makita mo na nung nagkaroon ng dump, si Cardano, mas less yung kanyang loss as compared to Ethereum kasi nagpa-pump yung Ethereum, yung ADA to Ethereum dominance. So yeah, maganda din tingnan si Ethereum dominance for the pairing. So good question yun, guys. Ang ganda ng tanong nun. Ah, nakalimutan ko siya minsan sabihin dito, pero yeah, I actually consider Ethereum to the Ethereum to altcoin dominance. Sir, sa ngayon, sir, sa Ethereum ngayon at Bitcoin, okay po ba mag-swing trade? Yeah, actually, lagi ako nag-swing trade for Ethereum. So, tinitake into consideration ko itong hourly time frame. And then, let's reset the chart first. So, ito, minsan, ang ginagawa ko, nagbabuy the dip ako. And then, makikita ko yung pattern. Pag andun na tayo sa top ng pattern, dun ako nag-sell most of the time. So, that's already a 10% move. Same goes dito. Nag-buy in ako actually dito. So, 13% move na siya. And then, nag-sell ako dito. So, that's only for swing trading. So, hindi naman siya very, hindi naman siya very risky kasi una, spot wallet ka lang. And then, since swing trade ka lang naman, it can take days. Tapos, hindi siya ganun ka-stressful kasi hindi ka naman mag-base ng very short time frame. Ano po magandang ADA level? Good Cardano level entry. Sige, check natin si Cardano. Paano ba mag-donate sa channel mo? Pasensya ka na at old newbie ako in my short age. I do not cope up with the technology. Meron actually dollar sign sa chat na to. Yung dollar sign sa baba. If sa mobile na sa taas yata or hindi ko sure. Pero just click the dollar sign and then you could select kung ano yung gusto mong i-donate. So yeah, let's look into Cardano. So daily time frame. So, ang good buying area for Cardano is actually this 100-day moving average. That's around 1.41, 1.45 actually, if nag-catch up itong moving average na to. So, yeah, I would set a buy order around 1.41 to 1.45. So, if nag-catch up to, that's a good buying level na. And then, worst case scenario, if na-break natin to, ang next level natin, initially is actually the $1 area. Pero as long as the day goes by, tumataas yung ating 200-day moving average. So, ayun, take that into consideration. So, buying levels for Cardano, 1.45. And then, siguro projection nito is around 1.1 up to 1.3 Cardano. So, 1.3. So, 1.1, 1.3, and 1.45 are the good buying levels for Cardano. Pasignal din ng swing trade mo, Pogi. Actually, sineshare ko yung swing trade signals. So, tingnan nyo to sa Telegram. I-share ko yung sa Telegram. So, if you've been following this, ayan o, sineshare ko siya dito, guys. So, if wala pa kayo sa Telegram group, link is in the description below. So, ayan, Bitcoin finally breaking out from this head and shoulders pattern, rising wedge, and bago pa lang siya mag-play out, sinasignal ko na siya, guys, sa inyo. Both scenarios, bullish scenarios, if it breaks to the upside and to the downside. Ano pa ba? Andito lahat, guys. Pati yung naging pump, yung descending or falling wedge. Sinishare ko din siya. So ayun no, before nagkaroon ng pump, fina-follow natin siya. Or ayun no. So if you want to see signals like those types of signal, you could join the Telegram, Facebook, Discord. Link is in the description below, so you can follow them. So ayun dun ko sinishare yung mga swing trades ko. High probability pa rin ba yung big dump after ng short-term pump during this death cross? Yup, very high. Actually, historical data suggests na magkakaroon ng decline ng price, but we just have to wait out for that possible movement. paano po kayo natuto ng technical analysis? Any recommend books and references? Uh, may two types, may two ways ako kung paano natuto mag technical analysis. First is high school and college mathematics. Second is YouTuber. So sa YouTuber, ang masasuggest ko is si Benjamin Cohen. Benjamin Cohen is actually a good mathematician uh for Bitcoin and the whole crypto market space. So ito siya para tingnan nyo din kasi ang gandang ang ganda ng mga channel na sinashare niya. Ang ganda ng mga insights niya pati technical analysis. Lahat sila is based on data talaga. So I know may Bitcoin bull market support band, Chainlink. So yeah, maganda si Benjamin Cohen uh, for all mathematical data related na movement. So ayan, meron siya stock to flow, lengthening cycle, 4-year cycle. So yeah, this is yung masasuggest ko. Pero kung short-term trades, saka somewhat na swing trading talaga, the Moon Carl. So the Moon Carl, ito yung dito ako dati nagsimula around 2019 pa. Nung una kong finalo si The Moon. 2019. Magaling siya actually. Ang galing ng mga signals niya. And siguro na-adapt ko na lang yung mga natutunan ko kay The Moon. And then lastly, Satoshi Stacker maganda din. So Satoshi Stacker. Satoshi Stacker maganda yun sa mga swing trade sa kanya kasi gumagamit siya ng mga support and resistance as well as the Fibonacci levels. Maganda kay Satoshi. So yun yung mga masasuggest ko. Thoughts on Polygon. So let's look at Polygon. So if you could recall, nung last time na tinignan natin si Polygon, masyadong overbought na siya. Masyadong overbought na siya sa ating time frame. Sa ating weekly. So let's look at open ko lang muna si Bitcoin bago tayo mag-proceed. So Matic. So kung titingnan mo si ating weekly time frame for Matic, and then i-select natin yung bull market support band, which is the combination of the 21-week EMA and 20-week moving average. So ayun, sana nakita nyo ulit. Nagkaroon lang ng minor disconnection, but yeah. Let's go back to this video. Matic is overbought dito sa RSI, but we went down, so this would be a good move na for Matic. Now let's look at the daily time frame naman, and let's understand the different moving averages for Matic. So for Matic, let's understand the 200, 150-day moving average. So right now, we are getting this bounce from the 50-day moving average. So this would indicate na this is a good area na. It might still pump to the upside, but yeah, dependent pa din siya kay Bitcoin. And overbought na tayo sobra kay Matic kasi usually a good indicator pag sa daily time frame. Kung titingnan natin si daily time frame, mas maganda na nire-retest yung ating 100-day moving average. So pag na-retest natin yung 100-day moving average, that's a good sign na nagkakaroon tayo ng healthy correction. Pero if we don't see those correction, kay Matic, wala pa tayong correction sa 100-day. So, this is actually not a good thing for Matic for the immediate short to mid term. So, yeah, what I would expect is somehow get a retest of the 100-day moving average, which is hindi pa natin nakukuha kay Matic. Pero once we get that move, that's already a good buy signal for Matic. So right now, overbought. So nagkaroon ng, makita mo na overbought tayo kay Matic. Oops. So overbought. And then we went down. But yeah, that's Matic for this daily time frame. It can still go up for the short term. Let's try to look at the hourly. So bullish tayo ngayon kay hourly time frame kasi we went above the moving averages. So ang possible move niya if follow natin itong moving averages, we could still play this one out na let's say i-follow ni Matic yung movement ng moving average na to. So if i-follow niya yan, we could still get a retest and then get this bounce before breaking out. Or worst case scenario is let's say hindi natin na-maintain itong pump niya. So possible na ganyan siya and then we might get rejected in order to get the test again. So what would happen is this moving average would still go down and then get the retest na inaabangan for the hourly. So yeah, for Matic, technically wala pa talaga tayo makukuha na TA dito other than the Bitcoin price action. No signs of trend reversal pa din kasi kung titingnan mo, RSI is not forming any bullish divergence so wala pang reversal other than the supports. So makita mo na hindi pa tayo nag-expect ng kahit anong reversal to the upside. Pero if let's say Bitcoin starts pumping again and then bumagsak si Bitcoin dominance, only then we will see a good movement for Matic. So let's take a look ulit kay Bitcoin in the short term. So yeah, I think so far so good okay tayo kay Bitcoin as well as kay Ethereum. So I guess we'll end the video in a few minutes, around siguro 2 to 3 minutes. So if you guys found this video informative or this whole live informative, please give this video a like, guys. And if you want to see more contents like this, please subscribe for more. Yung mga signals na sinashare ko, they are all in our Telegram, Facebook, Twitter, Discord group. Link is in the description below. And say if you want to start trading with Binance and you want to get extra 10% on your first transaction, you could actually use my code down below. Link is in the description below. You'll get extra 10% on your first trade. So yeah, ayun, right now continuing pa din tayo dito for Bitcoin. What I would expect is get this siguro small pump and then get that rejection para makakuha tayo ng ating bullish divergence. So yun yung ating dapat i-expect na next. So generally, what I would think is this will still go lower. Pero in order to get a trend reversal, this trend to the downside is necessary kasi dyan tayo makita ng movement. So yeah, bearish pa din for Bitcoin and Ethereum. But yeah, we can still get minor pumps. And if this is the target na talaga, then this would indicate na baka nga possible na magkaroon na tayo ng sideway action dito around this area. Kung ito na talaga yung lowest point. Kasi possible na ito yung target. Kasi kung i-base mo siya dito sa ating target from the head and shoulders pattern, If candle to candle ang basis natin, that's actually the target na. Pero kung wick to the neckline, target natin is still 38.1K up to 38.5K. So, yeah, possible na either 38K pa din, 38.1K, or possible na ito na yung ating lowest point for this short-term dump, short-term dip. As much as possible, follow DCA strategies para hindi ka malito sa position mo. And if you want to learn how to buy the dip using DCA strategy, please check my other video. Link is in the description down below how to buy the dip. So yeah, let's end this video. Thanks guys for tuning in. I hope na nakatulong sa inyong trades. And Bitcoin right now is at this bear move, and we might get this movement na sideways or possible na dump pa in order to get the bullish divergence and for a tenant reversal. So thanks for watching the videos, guys. Please leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.